Hey there, everybody. Good morning. So I just have a little impromptu something I wanted to share this morning. I am gonna go ahead and share this onto my Facebook fan page, Living Life Abundantly with Katie Acosta. So again, if you are feeling like you're getting some value from this today, the topic is: Are you doing things to avoid success? And holy crackers, my son came up with that the other day. I thought that fit. Holy crackers, I was for sure. So, just wonderful hair. Got done with the workout just now, and I just had to share this with you guys. So when you hop on, would you just say hi so I know you're here? Facebook doesn't always tell me that people are on. So just say hi, tell me you're here and watching. And avoiding success can be in any aspect of your life, whether with your health, with your physical activity, with your career, with your home-based business. You can be avoiding success in all kinds of different areas of your life, in your marriage, in your, being a parent. Are you avoiding success? So, I was going to share this, but I'm not seeing it pop up on my Facebook page here. Oh wait, there it is. All right, this is my little workout video with my 22 push-ups got pushed up to the top. All right, so I'm going to share this, and if you find value from this today, if you would also share on your page, so maybe your friends can get some value from this as well. So sharing this to Living Life Abundantly with Katie Acosta. Surprise. All right, so I'll go ahead and post that, and then so we'll go ahead and dive into the content here. So, are you doing things to avoid success? Man, I was for sure. So, the number one thing, or maybe not the number one, but one of the things that people do, and including myself, I've done this, and sometimes I'm still guilty of it. Being afraid of change, okay? Being fearful that things need to change. Just fear in general, because fear stands for false evidence appearing real. Okay, fear is just that. It's something in our own minds that's not even real. So we make it real to ourselves, maybe, but it's not in the grand scheme of things. Reality, it is not a real thing. Fear is just something that we make it out to be. So maybe we're afraid to build relationships. I certainly was afraid to build some relationships. You just want, if you're home-based business or things like that, maybe you just want a transaction. You don't want to build those relationships with people. You just want a sale. That has got to change. Okay, that had to change for me. You don't want to invest in training, education, in courses, things that are going to make you a better person. Not, yes, you need the skill set to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do in life. So just like a doctor or a lawyer has to go to school to learn how to do some of these things. Gosh, my connection's a little weird. If you're in a home-based business, you got to have the skill set. You can't just jump into it and expect to explode overnight. The people who are big in their companies have worked for it. They have worked hard for it. So anyway, another thing, being afraid of change, that is going to keep you from being successful. And if you don't want to share value things with other people. So if your main focus is to make a sale and not to bring value to people's lives, that's probably going to keep you from some success. Okay? If you're fearful of taking action. I mean, goodness, I was at, and still am, but building my home-based business, and I knew some of the things that I needed to do. I knew some of the things they were telling me to do, but I was afraid of it. I was afraid to be that leader. I was afraid of the responsibility. So if we're afraid of that, that's going to keep us from being successful. fear of not knowing what's going to happen next. Okay. So what if this happens? Or what if that happens? Or what if I talk to that person and they shut me down? Or what if what ifs? Who cares? Just do it. Okay. Courage is actually, courage is being fearful of something, but doing it anyways. So have that courage. Okay. So if you're avoiding, you're probably avoiding success if you're afraid of change. All right. Another thing, number 2, if you're avoiding success, how do you know? If you just stop learning. Okay. If you think you know everything, or you don't need to learn anything else, that is going to, hi Susie, and yeah, fear of the unknown is a big thing. So good to see you here again, all the way from Australia. So if you stop learning, you don't worry about getting on that webinar. You don't worry about going to that training or that course. And you're like, oh, I already know that stuff, or I don't need to know that. I don't need to go to that event because, oh, what's it going to do for me anyways? I'll tell you, my company has an event coming up on, next week, leaving Thursday night. And, somebody could say in their mind, oh, they're going to talk about the same old thing, the same, it's just different people talking about the same thing again. But you know what? That person talking about the same thing that you are perceiving to be the same thing might hit you in a certain way this time, and you just need to go. You just need to go, and you need to be there, because you never know who's going to touch your life, but more than that, you never know whose life you could touch while you're there. So that's something that I have recently learned as well. So don't stop learning. If you've got to get connected, find a mentor, find your tribe. Who are your people? It's not just about selling a product or, going to a job or just walking through life. It's about giving value to other people. So, if you're thinking, hey, I don't want to learn anything to make this work for me, then you know what? You're avoiding success. Okay. Number 3 for avoiding success, just continue to have that entitlement attitude. I deserve this. I worked, I paid for this, and a little head bob. I just get this because I am who I am. That's not how it works. Okay. If you, it's kind of like our society. We're a fast food society. I don't know what it's like over there in Australia, Susie, but you know what? If we are a want it now society over here in America, and people don't think they need to work for things, and that's just really sad. They just think they deserve to have it. And you know what? It's not. There are no guarantees in anything. There's no guarantees. I mean, goodness gracious, I just lost a friend of mine last weekend. He was out climbing a mountain and slipped on some black ice and fell 100 feet, and he lost his life. There are no guarantees in life. We have to work for things, and we don't just deserve it. Okay? So do not expect success in anything until you've paid your dues. Like I mentioned before, a lot of the top earners in a lot of different companies, they have worked their tails off for what they have. It just didn't happen for them overnight, and they have sacrificed and sacrificed to get where they are. So if we're expecting to just get it now because we paid our dues, or we think we paid our dues, that's not going to happen. All right, number 4, on how to know if you're avoiding success is just to continue to blame other people for things, because for reasons that you haven't been successul. Oh, I haven't been successful because my kids are always so needy, or my husband doesn't get what I'm doing. Mine does, by the way, just saying. But you can't just blame other people for your unsuccess. Okay, that is all on the person. That's all on me for my success. I am responsible for my success. You are responsible for your success, and no one else has control over that except for you. So, some people blaming others, if you're in a home-based business, blaming your sponsor. If you're in a job, blaming your boss, blaming the system. As a teacher, I'm a school teacher, blaming the system for this, that, and the other thing. Blaming the system for all the testing and things that have to happen. And that's the reason your students aren't making success or having success, because we have to stop and test them all the time. You know what? That's blaming other people for things that we need to take control over. Okay. So we need to figure out, what is it in us that needs to change in order to make things be successful. You are 110% in control of how fast your business grows, of how you go in your classroom, etc. So if I don't make it, or I don't understand something, we need to know this. If we don't make it, or we don't understand something, or something doesn't go as planned, or students aren't making success or growth in the classroom, that's me. I need to figure out, what do I need to do differently, not blame others around me. All right, so when something is wrong, we need to know, okay, this is my fault. It's not someone else's fault. We need to own it, and we need to take control of it. Nothing can stop us, okay? All right, number 5. Number 5 of reasons that people maybe don't feel or get that success. So we continue to make excuses, okay? Making excuses. So to be big, to be somebody that's earning on the top dollars, if that's your goal, if you want to just be that person that soars ahead of everyone else as a teacher, and be that role model teacher, or be that, go ahead in your company and in your job, and just go up the ranks, or whatever your goal is. To be big, you cannot have excuses. Okay? I can't say, oh, but my kids, they just are so needy, or oh, my husband doesn't get it. Oh, my friends don't like this opportunity and nobody wants it. I talk to them and they don't want it. I don't know anybody. That's a big excuse that I hear a lot. Okay, I just don't know anybody. Guys, those are excuses. There are so many things that we can do to grow, and if we continue to make those excuses, we're not going to advance. We've got to brand ourselves. Okay, if you want major success, brand yourself and who you are. Why would somebody want to join you, or why would somebody want to listen to you? Okay, brand yourself to make things happen. All right, and one last thing to guarantee unsuccess, so to avoid success, would be just don't be patient. Okay, if you're not patient, you're going to avoid success. You can't expect things to happen right now. Okay, if it doesn't work, I'll just quit. I'll try it. If it doesn't work, I'll just quit. Okay, so and you know what? Another thing that might be, if you're in a home-based business, if I don't, getting a sale might be all that matters to you. That is a surefire way to avoid success. Okay, so 6 things, I guess, this morning to avoid success. If you want to avoid success, just continue to be afraid of stuff. Just stop learning. Just think, oh, I know everything. I don't need to learn anything else. Number 3, just continue to have that entitlement issue. I deserve this because I'm the bomb and I didn't have to work for it. I paid my dues and now I've got it. Not quite. And number 4, if you want to avoid success, just continue to blame other people for the reason that you're not being successful. Number 5, avoid success by making those excuses. Okay, you're not going to be successful if you keep focusing on all these excuses and things of why not, why didn't it work. And number 6, just don't be patient. Just say, oh, okay, it's not working, so I'm going to give up. We want to be successful, guys. Who doesn't want to be successful in life, in your marriage, with your kids, in your job, in your home-based business, whatever it is? Okay, we've got to be courageous. Okay, we've got to learn. We've got to learn we have to know that we have to work hard for it. And if we don't have the actions to produce what it is that we want to produce, then we are not going to be successful. And number 4, just blame other people. Or don't blame other people, sorry. To be successful, do not blame other people for things that are happening to you. It is all on us, guys. And number 5, we can't make excuses. Okay, we can't blame our upline, and we can't be like, oh, but this happened and the other thing happened and my kids, and how sad. I heard somebody say not too long ago, if we're blaming our kids for us not being successful or us not being able to live our dreams or whatever it is, how sad. And hopefully you're not telling them that, because holy cow, that's terrible for them to have to live with, we have to work around that, and we have to just go for it and pave that way and make it work. Okay. And just, you've got to be patient. Okay. You can't just start something and try it and expect it to work. You have to go in with the mindset of, I will make this work, whatever it is. So anyways, I hope this brought value to your life today. Just kind of an impromptu thing after I listened to a call the other day and thought, I got to share this with people. So I hope that you got some value out of it. If you got value, I love the number 7. So type a number 7 in the comments and let me know you got some value out of this. And you can also share it with your on your timeline and let some other of your friends get some value out of it. So hope you guys have an amazing day. You are what makes you successful. So we'll see you later.